My parents helped me buy my pro card at 7, get some lessons, get a horse, and I entered that rodeo. What's up, Flomies? Good morning. We survived the night. Okay, now to go check on this trailer. If you didn't see yesterday's vlog, make sure and check it out below because my trailer came unhooked going down the highway at 75 miles an hour. Oh my God. Okay, it's time to get this day started. Today, we're finally gonna end up in Waterford, California. If you don't already have your clinic tickets for the next clinic, make sure to go to FallonTaylor.com and click on clinics. I wanna see you there. Everything's good. We're good to go. Woo! Okay, Flomies, I just got done driving about 860 miles. Poppy had to drive the last 40 because I just simply could not do it anymore. So there wasn't a whole lot of vlogging going on. So what I'm gonna do before I hit the hay, it is currently 11:17 p.m. I have a clinic to get started tomorrow morning. I'm in Oakdale, California right now. What I'm gonna do is answer some questions. I took a poll, or I asked you guys on my Instagram account. If you don't follow me, check it out right here. I asked you guys what my next podcast should be about, and you guys left me 306 questions, of which I answered probably 9 or 10 on my podcast. Obviously, I didn't get to all of those. So I'm gonna hit you guys with some of answers to those questions right now. All right, Tori LeBlanc 18 asked me, what is my favorite rodeo to run at and why? I would have to say my favorite rodeo to run at is Rodeo Houston. It's just a different experience than I've ever experienced before. I'm gonna take you behind the scenes of Rodeo Houston. If you missed out on Rodeo Houston, here's why I love it so much. Check out just a couple of my runs from there. I want to show you guys what it looks like down here where I'm at. So when we run, we'll have bulls on either side, and then this is the alleyway that we come through. And the sound is amplified really crazy down on the arena floor, so you just kind of hear a buzz. It's really, really cool. This is the arena where the Houston Texans play, so it is like super boosh.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
I ran barrels. 1 to the left and then 2 to the right. Nothing to see here. So amazing. This is, and I've never made it to this point my whole career. Ever. Yeah. All right, this next question comes from Bobby's Bear 04. What is your favorite outfit you've ever worn for a barrel race? Well, I have to say my favorite outfit I wore for a rodeo, and it would have to be my tie-dye iconic outfit from round 1 of the 2014 NFR. I finally got my very first round win. It was super iconic outfit. I came in there and just owned who it was that I was representing. I wanted to show that I had a support team that didn't care what I wore. That's where I wear such crazy stuff when I compete, is that I wanted to show them like, yep, we're a little different. We're doing things a little bit different. I was rocking a G&G hat before I was rocking their helmet. And then by the 3rd round, I changed to wearing a helmet full time. So it was just kind of an homage to you guys understanding me and who I am, and me showing my support like, we made it and I'm not gonna back off now. So here's a look at that iconic run from the 2014 NFR. inappropriate question from Mary in McClellan. How do you deal with being busy all the time without falling apart or crashing? I have to say I do fall apart and I do crash. I think that that's what everybody is not understanding, is that on social media, I think a lot of people look like they have it together when they absolutely do not. So yeah, I know that if you go on my Instagram feed, it all looks really shiny, but I try to be as honest as I can with you guys. I am crashed out right now. Like, I am full pedal to the metal, but dude, honestly, like, what's your purpose for doing what you're doing? And that will keep you going. Like, I right now am just full throttle, like, can't give you any more. But the fact that I can get you out of whatever's happening in your day. Did you get a speeding ticket today? Are you in the hospital? Did you get in a car crash? Did your pet die? Are your families, are your parents going through a divorce? And I can give you 2 seconds of my time before I get in that bed and make your day a little bit better, then bro, I'm in it. So if I wasn't so passionate, I think I would fall apart. So I think that the answer to that question is you got to have the most passion ever, because falling apart and crashing is just part of life. I absolutely love the podcast. Thank you. If you guys aren't already subscribed to the podcast, just go search Fallon Taylor. They're free. They're there. The next question comes from KHB Equine. Will you ever train your horses English? I am toying with this experiment right now, and a friend of mine built me some jumps to have at home, and I have no clue what I'm doing, and I'm going to play with it in upcoming vlogs next week. So I'm really excited for that. Okay, the next question comes from Hallie R. Cox. What does it take to be you? I want to be just like you when I grow up, and I'm worried I'm not going down the right path. What does it take to be you? From a 14-year-old, what did you do to get where you are? I have to tell you, trying to be just like someone else is going to steal your entire journey from you. So if being me means that you are independent, that you're empowered, and that you are blazing a trail in whatever industry you are in, then that is amazing. I've helped a lot of people be inspired and be empowered, and then they knock me off, or they copy things exactly like I do, and it's horribly offensive. But if you blaze a trail doing whatever it is that you want to do, maybe you're an artist, maybe you are an incredible teacher, maybe you are going to be an incredible mom later on. Like, what are those things that you're going to blaze a trail and do for yourself? Because that, to me, is the ultimate homage to me and to what you could do for yourself in the future, doing you to the fullest. If you try to just walk right behind me, you might miss some really cool stuff that I haven't tried out yet. Just because you're looking at my example, take it with a grain of salt and go do something amazing that is so Hallie R. Cox of you to do. This comes from Misunderstood 95. What do you think your profession would have been had you not gone down the road of being a professional equestrian? So in the past, I have been a model. I've been an actress in some TV shows and a movie. I've done stunt work. I've been in some big commercials in London. I've done stuff like that. So I really have always been like in the entertainment industry. And I think that I would have gone full throttle acting. Modeling was like, so-so. Like, it just was, first of all, if you're a parent and you say, I want to raise my kids' confidence by putting them in modeling, you are doing the opposite. It's a horribly tough industry to be in. And I wasn't just like in local catalog modeling. I was walking runways in New York. I moved there by myself when I was 17, and I walked for some big designers, and I was in things like Maxim and FHM and People Magazine, Cosmo, Vogue. I've been very, very, very fortunate to be in some really cool publications, and I have to say I love that I dabbled in that, but to do that full-fledged all the time, there's not a long lifeline in that. The next question comes from Desiree Fluke. Where do you find the energy to go to the gym after working 8 or 9 hours and tending to a household chores and horses each day? Well, I have to tell you, Desiree, there are days that it's simply impossible. Today I drove 900 miles and it's midnight and I have a clinic I have to get up for in 5 hours. So there's absolutely no way I was going to make that work today. But if I was working 8 or 9 hours and I was able to tend to my household chores and horses and do all those things, what I live by is if I should do it, I must do it. So I find that time when I must do it. And I think when I'm at the end of my days and somebody goes, what did you do in life versus how well did you sleep, I'm going to want to tell you about all the times I was awake. So if it means I get less sleep because I get to do some really cool stuff, then I'm going to lose out on some sleep and let people tell me I'm not living my life. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, the next question comes from Kira.lr. And she asks, which of your horses is your favorite to just go for a ride? And which is your favorite to just run barrels on? Obviously, my favorite barrel horse to run barrels on is BABYFLO. But right now, my favorite horse to just get on and play with is either Desi or Daddy. Here's a little glimpse at Desi running barrels. And here's a little glimpse at me playing with Daddy under English tack. All right, the next question comes from Salty50385. Salty asks, when was the first time you got on a horse? So my first time on a horse was at Cowboys and Indians Day when I was 5 years old at St. John's Greek Orthodox School in Tampa, Florida, where I went to kindergarten. Shout out to Miss H. She has passed away since then, but she was super influential in my life. That was my first time on a horse, and it was after that I started watching a TV show on television every afternoon after I got home from school called the Mesquite Championship Rodeo for my birthday when I was 7 years old. So it was like a year and a half later, my parents brought me to see the Mesquite Championship Rodeo live and in person in Mesquite, Texas. And fun fact is, I never went home. My parents asked me what my goals were, what I wanted to do, just like I ask you guys all the time. And my goal was to run at the Mesquite Championship Rodeo. And in order to do that, we had to buy our professional card. I had to turn pro, even though we didn't even have a horse yet or anything. So my parents helped me buy my pro card at 7, get some lessons, get a horse, and I entered that rodeo. So kind of a crazy start. I just wanted to run at the rodeo I'd seen on TV, and who knew it would lead to everything it has. Ashley Lustig asks, were you born into a rodeo family? And no, to go back on that story, I was not born into a rodeo family. I was born into a family of entrepreneurs. My mom is a stay-at-home mom and helped my dad run his businesses. Their incredible support is how I am where I am today and how I feel the need to give you guys support, because I realize that is so rare right now for you guys to have that same level of support that I had. So I hope you find a little bit of that with me. P.S. If you guys have not gotten a hold of some of this Hot Fire merch, check out the new Eris Equine pieces. Look how cute. It's so cute. I've been rocking this all day. Eris Equine is coming out with English show breeches, show jackets, and because it used to be Eris Athletics, it still always will be Eris Athletics and Eris Equine. I'm going to have leggings that can take you straight to the arena to work your horse in. So I know a lot of barrel racers and Western riding chicks are on here, but I'm telling you, you're gonna wanna wear these whenever I get them out, because you know we like to be comfy too. So I'm excited for that. That's it for tonight, guys. If you're not already subscribed, make sure and get subscribed. I will give away some free merch in the comments below. How to win that, give me a thumbs up, share it on your page, and comment below that you did that, and I will give one of you guys a piece of Hot Fire merch. That's it for tonight, guys. Before I pass out, don't forget to count your blessings, drink your protein, and say thank you to Jesus. I'll see you tomorrow.